So people back on the Facebook Live, as I said in the last few messages, if you're watching this later on YouTube, click subscribe so you don't miss any of the content we put out. It'll also be on Instagram later on as well, so if you know anyone that needs the information, please go ahead and share it. But I wanted to do a post. I've got a woodpecker up there. Awesome. Just wanted to do a video today because obviously people are getting a little bit worried around the old Miley Cyrus, the old virus that's hitting everyone. Well, it's been affecting people all over the world. That's if it is an actual virus, but that's maybe a time for another day. One of the things, alarm just went off. One of the things I wanted to discuss that you can do is going to make a big difference to your overall health that often gets overlooked. I've mentioned it a few times, but we always concentrate on food, exercise, supplementation, etc. Things we can do, but something that's really overlooked is things that raise your vibrational energy in terms of things that bring you joy. So very, very important part of boosting your health, or boosting your immune system, or strengthening it, or keeping it robust, keeping it strong, is laughter. They've done research on this, and it's shown that laughter is as good as doing physical exercise in terms of strengthening the body. And especially in this time of fear and panic, and there's a lot of sensationalisation going on, Prime Ministers coming out and saying this and that. Doesn't matter if you're left or right, all, in my opinion, all part of the same problem. But coming out and saying be prepared to lose people. It's like, well, people die every day in the millions. But if you keep on watching that stuff, it's very, very easy to get sucked into this negative, fear-based emotions, and having that amount of fear in your body, it leads to dis-ease, the body at dis-ease. It's very low vibrational energy, very low. And everything in this world is energy, as you probably know. And so you want to try and raise your vibration higher than this fear. Switching off the news, by now you know what's going on, and every time you see it, it's like panic stations, etc. I don't think it's benefiting anyone listening to it in terms of this constant fear, breaking news. It's like, well, okay, how about start doing things that are going to increase your mood, increase your energy. Getting out, if you can today, get outside amongst nature. Just getting it out, exposure to the sunlight is going to raise your vibration anyway. It's going to be fantastic for you. Getting full spectrum sunlight, spending time with people that you like and enjoy, listening to music that lifts you up. Go listen to music that makes you dance. Watch a film that you enjoy. Go and watch some comedy, something that makes you laugh. Because these are all things that really do get overlooked. In this time, there's other things you can do as well. I say so often in the Western world, we're blinded by the lights of materialism, etc. So if you can, get rid of some of the stuff you don't need anymore. If you're indoors, etc. Stop piling the list of things I don't need that anymore. Like, humans are great hoarders, so get rid of stuff like that. The other thing is people out there panic buying. Let's be honest, a lot of people eat far too much food as it is anyway. They could probably do with having some time to cleanse and let their body rest. And it could be time to go on maybe a 24-hour, 48, 72 hour time without food. So it can be something you can go, okay, during this period of time, let my body just clean house. Obviously, if you've got a chronic health issue, etc., and you're taking certain medications, I don't recommend that, and it's an individual thing. But if you're of good health, it could be a time to go, you know what, I'm just going to spend some time without, and let the body clean house. And these are just things that you can do without buying into the panic and the fear and the sensationalist news. It's funny how people are told not to panic, then they panic. It's like someone says to you, don't think of, pink elephant. What do you think of? Pink elephant. And so, during these times, go and do things that you enjoy, or listen to music you enjoy, that make you dance, a film that you love, spend time with people. Raise your vibration with those things. Comedy. Please go and watch something that's going to make you laugh. It's going to make you feel a hell of a lot better. And as I mentioned before, get rid of things you may be stockpiling that you don't need anymore. It's a great time to. One of the tips I like to use is to go to your. Even if you can do it now, if you can go to your wardrobe and you put everything facing the same way, or go to your wardrobe, whatever you want to call it, your rack. Put everything facing the same way, and then when you've worn something, you put it back facing the other way. In within 3 months, if you haven't turned something around, are you really going to wear it? You can get rid of it, because so often clutter physically leads to clutter mentally. And if you are stressed, you can do things like journal, get it out of your head. These thoughts go round and round in your mind. There's a great book out there called Brain Rules. We've only got so much capacity, and so sometimes that can lead to mental angst and frustration. And putting it out on paper gets it out of your head. So all these things you can do, but raising your vibration is very, very important. And keeping calm, because when you're scared and you're listening to the fear, then we end up in what we call our reptile brains, and all we care about is literally survival. We're not thinking clearly. We're not thinking about what's going on at the bigger picture. There's some stuff going on behind the scenes, and if you really want to go into it, there's some things you can look at in terms of what may be happening here on a grander scale. But for all this, all we can do is the best we can and stay positive, happy, eat good foods, or take time away from food and relax. Spend time with loved ones, get out amongst nature whilst you still can, before they bring in the army and lock us all up like they have in Spain. Funny. Think a virus can actually travel between people. It's a great lecture you can actually watch on YouTube by Robert Wilmer called Deadly Deception. In fact, I'm going to have a great podcast coming out later on today with Jason Christoph. We're going to go into all this. But needless to say, the connection between this and 5G and everything is quite outstanding. But even forgetting all that, because in the end of the day, all we can do is what we can do. But it's time to come together. It's a time to support each other rather than being fearful, and everyone for themselves. Oh, maybe my connection was bad. I'm in the forest. But anyway, hope this helps. But go out there and if you take one thing from this today, one thing is do things that make you smile. Get a music playlist, film, comedy, do whatever you can to go and make you smile, and do things that raise your vibration. It's all about the vibrations. And watch out for the podcast episode that's coming out later on today with Jason Christoph. We're going into a lot of stuff. Keep yourself informed, but breathe, journal, do what you can. Alright? Hope this helps. Speak to you soon.